To what is this? Santana's back to business. Let's go. Hey. All right. Welcome, everybody. Good morning. This is the J.Luke Good Morning Show. I'll just play. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Ain't pop all that. I ain't worried about that. Good morning. Hey, it's your boy Jordan Luke, J.Luke, man. Atlanta's finest creative, photographer, cinematographer, producer, dancer, all that, baby. So today, this is the full version of the video Mental Health Matters. This is June. It is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. I just wanted to do a quick YouTube video, man. I haven't did a YouTube video in a minute. And I'm just testing out some new things on my journey. I'm happy, I'm blessed, highly favored. God is always on my side. So, yeah, we're all good, man. And so honestly, I just wanted to talk to my people and my supporters, and any of my entrepreneurs or creatives that might be going through some things and need a little bit of some motivation or some inspiration to keep going and keep grinding in this life. And so for me, man, we'll start it off with just a couple things that I feel like a lot of people don't really understand when it comes down to being a creative or entrepreneur, some misconceptions that people have. I'll say one for sure. Listen, I know I do good at my job. I know I'm that guy when it comes down to doing what I'm doing, but I do not be by the computer all day. I do not always like to edit. I do not always like to shoot. I like to create memories with my people. That's my main thing. And I'll get into more and reasons why I like creating with my people. It brings joy to me to see people chase their dreams and make it come to reality, and the documentation behind the process. That's what I like. So if you know my work, you've seen I shoot sports, live events, concerts, dance visuals, branding, and baby showers, and I shoot a lot of different stuff. And it all started probably like 4 years ago, probably like 2019 when I really, that's 5 years. Well, honestly, I didn't really start my business until 2020, but I had a creative mindset for a minute. You know, I've been a dancer, I've been a football player, really just an athlete, and then I've always had some with the arts and stuff, but I never got to like do all that when I was young. I really just kind of had to play sports, and that was it. So, but basically, yeah, some misconceptions that we have as creatives, thinking that we can always fix everything, thinking that we can just edit everything out and make everything perfect. No, the grind that you put in, the work that you put in before the shoot, that's what makes the shoot better. We could only do so much, and I try to relay that information to my clients prior to us shooting. I try to get them to think big and not think so small, or not just think that I'm Dr. Miami and I can fix their problems. Another misconception is that just because we shoot a celebrity that we made it. If anything, shooting a celebrity, that's kind of like anybody can do that. Because the celebrities, they don't even really want to pay us for real. They really want us to just be that guy to take this photo, do this, do that, and then go. Now, some of us do have great relationships with our celebrity clients, and that's the blessing in it, you know, when you have it like that. But for the most part, a lot of people are just trying to take that picture of that celebrity, post it, and say that, hey, I shot Drake, or hey, I did this, or hey, I did that. And that's cool, but like, what else, you know? Because that's a photo. That's content. Where's the art at in it, though? Because there's a difference between content and art. And I'll get into that later, too. But, no, I'm trying to think. There's probably some other misconceptions with creatives that I want to talk about, but I feel like we could talk about that more as this is just my video really to just freely talk about a couple things, and then I feel like later on I'll end up having real discussions with professionals or other people that I could really talk about these big topics with, because it's also not just my perspective of it, it's others as well, because it's a community within itself. So I'll look at some of my notes real quick just to see what we got for today. Excuse me. Oh, and another creative misconception. Oh my gosh, this is a big one. Just because we do these shoots and we get paid don't mean that we're rich either, because all this equipment costs a lot to maintain it, to upgrade it. Everything costs so much. And then also another thing with costing, how do you get to pay for these things? You got to get paid. That's another thing that they don't want to talk about, is the misconceptions when it comes down to getting paid as a creative. It's so hard. And when I say creatives, I'm talking about dancers too, actors, and everybody. Like, they try to treat us as if like we can produce the product right now, but then they're gonna pay us later. Like we're on a firm or Klarna or Afterpay or something. It's so crazy, because it's like, if you wanted this now, you want to post it today, you want to go viral today, why not pay me today? Why do you want to wait net 15, net 30, or even net 60? Like, that's a lot of work. And I'm a creative. It's not like y'all put us on insurance or nothing. It's not like y'all got us, on some type of deal where like we're protected by y'all. If anything, we got to protect ourselves against y'all and others. So yeah, that's a lot that go into that. But let's see what else we got. What is this on my hand? Good Lord. Yeah. And so a couple topics I'll talk about briefly is leaving people where they are, and so that you can really progress, and then being multifaceted and not dimming my light, as well as dealing with some things like I struggle with, like survivor's remorse, and then lastly, just how I'm keeping God close to keep me where I'm going. So the next topic I'll talk about leaving people where they are so that you can progress. I had to learn recently, not even recently, just like in life, as I've been going through my life and getting the wisdom that I've gotten from experience and everything like that, you have to really leave people where they're at and not try to bring people along with you at all times. God has given me blessings for me, and that doesn't mean I have to share that with you. And with me, people, if you know me, I'm the type of person, I'll give you the shirt on my back type stuff. I'll be all right. I know how to survive. I know how to make things shake. I don't need a whole lot. I'm a minimalist. I can do a lot with a little. And so with that, sometimes I'll share my blessings that I felt like it wasn't really meant for me to share with everybody. It's really for me. God was trying to show me something, trying to give me something so that I can use that and produce more good and be more prolific in this art that I have. And that's something I've been learning and coping with as well on my journey as well. Because like I said before in my previous videos, I was creatively and personally burnt out from just always doing so much for everybody, looking out, making sure everybody else is straight, putting together events or making sure that like every little detail, I pay attention to detail with everything to make sure that everybody's taken care of. Like we can consider and take action on any possible flaws or imperfections that we might have in our process or whatnot. And so, but I had to learn that some things I just can't control, and I got to be okay with that. And once I'm okay with that, once I'm okay with leaving people behind, letting people like be where they're at and me keep progressing, like I'm cool with that. But not it's selfish, but not in a too selfish way where I'm arrogant, I'm too cocky, and I don't care about nobody. Like, nah. But I gotta make sure I do what's best for me, because that's the only way I'm gonna really grow. You know what I'm saying? So then another thing I wanted to talk about was just being multifaceted or faced, whatever, however you say, I don't know. But basically doing that, like, yeah, I'm very talented, man. And it took me a long time to realize that, because growing up, I was usually dimming my light down for others to make them comfortable, because I was able to dance, I was able to play sports, I was able to actually grow in everything I wanted to perfect as I got older. So I wasn't the best athlete at first, but I got better. And I wasn't the best dancer, but I got better. And even like producer, or, I used to try to make beats and stuff. Like, it was just a lot of things I was interested in. I was the only child for a good minute. My sister, me and her 12 years apart. But yeah, that's where my creativity comes from. It comes from my childhood. It comes from things that inspired me growing up. Like right now, like on top of the dome, I can give you an intro for myself right now. I could do Bernie Mac's voice talking about some Jordan. And I could put the "It's Just Jordan," put that with that little theme song and make an intro for myself. Like, I could come up with stuff just like that. So I never really had a creative block. It's more so the clients and people that kind of tire you out, busy you out, to where it don't make you want to be so creative as you could be. You could do more, but then they ain't even really gonna appreciate. They're not really even gonna appreciate it for real. They just want some content. They want to go viral. They just want this. They want that, and then they be done with you. They just like the one-off type of people. And so with that, I used to dim my light a little bit, because just from past trauma or past things that had happened, to where it made me feel like, let me not do too much, because they ain't gonna get offended and they gonna want to do this and do that. And it was just a bunch of stuff. But now, just seeing that, and as well as like coping with my survivor's remorse, I'll speak on that briefly. Just, growing up, man, like any other kid or anybody, growing up, you lose some friends, you lose some family members, some coaches, things like that. So I lost a good amount of people. My boy Devin, Zarice, Josh, Jadea, a good amount of grandparents, my coach, just a couple other friends and stuff. So I had seen a lot before the age of 21. And for me, I had a negative outlook on life at times, where I was super positive and I was trying to be so nice and so good to people, because I knew that life was short. And it was a lot of memories I didn't have with a lot of people that I really wanted to have, and I wish I could still have to this day. And so that that kind of made a very, I don't know, like I was people pleasing a lot because of that, because I wanted to make people happy. I wanted to leave behind a legacy. I wanted to leave behind good memories of people. And if you notice in my work, I document. Anytime I take photos or do videos, I document you. I'm not just shooting you, I'm documenting you. I'm getting certain things that you're not even thinking about. That's what makes me the artist I am. That's what makes me so worthy of this art. And if anything, you know what I'm saying, when you want to shoot with me, you got to come correct, because I'm going to give you what you want. We're going to talk about it, we're going to handle business, and we're going to get after it. But, you know, you got to meet me halfway. And with that, you know, with me finally coping with my survivor's remorse and knowing that it's not my fault and getting better at that, it's put me in a better light, honestly. And I feel better and I feel more confident in myself, letting certain things go, like not blaming myself for certain things, or wishing I would have did this or wishing I could have did that to make more time with my people that are not here with me. If anything, my angels are looking down on me, and they really are really proud of me, man. Like I'm doing a lot. I've done a lot. You know what I'm saying? I've done so much, and I'll talk about that on another video. But I've done so much for just really chasing my dream. You know, right when COVID was started and stuff and everything like that. It was just so much. But you know, the main thing I would say to end this video up is that the main thing that has gotten me so far within my mental health and my creative journey and everything is just God, and keeping God close to me and keeping him on my side for everything. You know, I'm still learning the word. I'm still learning, you know, everything about the Bible and just more. It's a lot. And I'm not perfect. I'm not sitting here saying I'm a perfect Christian or anything like that. You know, I have my flaws. I have a past. You know, I make my mistakes and things like that. But I'm definitely just ready for this journey, and I'm really excited to see where we go with this and how far we can really take it. And so the first step for me really acknowledging myself and my journey is that I had to be transparent within myself. I had to understand myself a lot more. I knew that I needed therapy. I knew that I needed to, you know, take a break from just working so much. I mean, my friends, they say it all the time. They be like, you always grinding, you always hustling, you doing this and that. Like, you know me, you know I like West Coast music. You know, I like R&B. I like a lot of different stuff in general. But, you know, if you know me for, you know, I like Nip Hussle. You know, I really love his work, and I embody what he really stands for and stuff. And so I just always was grinding, you know, doing my thing. But at sometimes you can take it too far. Too much of anything can hurt you too. It can harm or heal you, depending on how you go about it. And with that, man, like I said, I just ended on, you know, just keeping God close to me right now and doing the things that I would love to do. And everybody else gonna be all right. Everybody did what was best for them. I have to do what's best for me now. And I'm still creative. I'm still grinding. I'm still shooting. I'm still working. There's so many things I want to do. There's so many things within so many creative endeavors I have that I'm going to accomplish. And I won't speak about all of them because I just want them to just happen. But it's a lot of stuff that's on the way. You know, from my Uncle Luke and Friends event to, you know, to merch, to a bunch of other stuff I want to do. Like, you're going to see it. And when it happens, just know I said it. I said it here. I said it now. And when it happens, I'll be able to look back on this and document like, dang, you really did that. So that's what I'm gonna leave y'all with today. This ain't a perfect video. This is just something to just start with. And we're just gonna keep glowing. We're gonna keep going, we're gonna keep glowing. And we're gonna shine our light bright. And we ain't dim it down for nothing, for Nathan, you know what I'm saying? So just keep doing what you gotta do out here, y'all. To all my creators and entrepreneurs out there, keep grinding. Control your narrative and stick to the script. That's all you gotta do, baby. You know what I'm saying? And keep God first, and you're gonna be just fine. So it's your boy J.Luke. I'm out, man. I'm gonna see y'all. Enjoy y'all day. Yeah.